What's up guys, Parker Welck here, and today I'm going to show you what's in the bag for the 2026 season. Starting off with the putting putters, I choose the Classic Orbit EMAC Judges. I have 3, and that's an odd number. Now these are going to fly extremely straight, extremely glidey, and if you know me, I'm never laying up. I got that direct spin putt, and that's when this guy comes into play. If there's water behind the basket, I'm pulling out this orange one or whatever color I have at the time that isn't my main dog, and I'm firing it. I don't care if there's water, it's going in. Now we have our approach putters. First up is the Lucid Ice Harp. I'm throwing this disc anywhere inside of probably 300 feet. It's my point and shoot disc, pretty overstable. Unless you throw it really hard, then it goes dead straight, which I love about this. Extremely torque resistant, you're able to throw it sidearm, and that's something that I love about these approach discs. Next up is the Lucid Ice EMAC Judge. Now this is my putting putter, but this one's in premium plastic. This is more so for when I start going into the woods and I need something that's gonna kind of hold that turnover line a little bit more than the Harp does. But this one generally isn't in my bag unless I'm in the woods. Onto the mid-ranges, we have quite a few here, and not all of them are in the bag actually. First up, this is my go-to overstable approach disc. This is gonna be the Splatter Justice. This thing is a hog, a beefcake, if you will. Throw this on Anheuser, do whatever you want. In the wind, it doesn't care about any of that. It's gonna finish left. Next up, I bagged 2 of my 2025 Tour Series Truths. Now these are gonna be a little bit more overstable than the regular Truths. And you've probably seen me throw this one a whole bunch before. This one has lasted me forever, and it's still crazy. It's turning heads. It flies beautifully. I can throw these as hard as I want, and they're really not turning over on me. They're just going forever. Probably going just as far as your fairway driver. We have this one. It's slightly more beat up. I'm pulling this one out when there's some water involved, and I really don't want to lose the main dog because I can't afford to lose that one, that's for sure. But it flies very similar, except I can get a little bit more drift on this one. And we have the newest addition to the mid-range lineup, the Mutiny. I don't think you guys can get your hands on this one just yet, but when you can, you should. This thing is great. It flies slightly more on the overstable side, but I'm gonna call it just an incredibly reliable mid-range. I'm gonna throw it extremely hard and flat, and it's gonna push dead straight, finish left. So for you guys, if the Justice is a little too much for you, you're gonna wanna try the Mutiny. Next up is the 2026 Dymax Parker Welck EMAC Truths. These things fly pretty dang straight, not actually in my bag, but if you want to support me while I'm on the road in 2026, this is the easiest way right now. Moving on to the fairway drivers. We'll start it off with 2 Felons, but they couldn't be more different. This orange Felon is extremely overstable and does not like to fly, something that is actually pretty useful. If there's any sort of wind or you really just need to get there and then push down to the ground, this is the disc. Does not really like to fly, and I love it. I'm throwing this disc when I need to do like some sidearm flip ups or maybe some backhands that need to drift just barely, but they have to come back to the left. I'll be throwing this Felon. Next up is the Bear. I really enjoy this disc for the woods, but when I'm out in the open, not so much. It's definitely more on the flippier side, but man, it is so useful for those hyzer flip-up shots that'll get you out of jail. And I just got back home to Scottsdale, Arizona, and I had one of these contenders waiting for me. So I'm thinking that it's very similar to the Bear, and it might actually kick the Bear out of the bag. Thing has glide for days. You can see by the shape it's meant to glide. It's a little bit more gummy, so if you're in that gummier feel, go ahead, pick up a contender today. You're gonna love it. Here we go, it's the big dogs, distance driver time. So I'm only actually throwing 2 molds. I'm throwing the General and I'm throwing the Enforcer. I've been throwing the Supreme Orbit Generals, but man, I have them beat in perfectly. All different types. We have one super overstable, one very neutral, and one understable. Now that's something that I really enjoy about it. You can have one mold, beat them in all separately. You'll have the same exact grip, but they'll all fly slightly different. That's amazing. This first one here is my newest one, and it flies the most overstable. The Supreme Orbit prototypes, if you have got your hands on one of these, you know how overstable these are. Next up is old Blue Dog here. Definitely on the straighter side now, might even flip over for me. Might be moving down to the next slot here in the next couple of events. But speaking of that next slot, we have flippy, as you can see. Gotta mark it down because it looks exactly the same as the overstable one. It's just this one has been in my bag the longest. I am extremely excited about this one. This is the best disc Dynamic Discs has ever made. I'm gonna keep this driver secret for now, but just know you're gonna wanna pick one of these up in the future. The plastic feels slightly stiffer than what you're probably used to, but in the sun, right now it's about 100 degrees, definitely more on the gummier side. But you can tell it has a little bit more dome and the wing is a little bit higher to make it fly exactly how I wanted them to come out. Next up, we have our enforcers. This yellow one is a meat hook. This is basically just get it to the ground like I was showing you that other Felon. It does not like to fly. If there's any sort of headwind or any wind I don't enjoy, man, this thing's coming out. It's not going very far, but it's gonna get me to the ground in bounds, and that is key. Now we have our Chameleon Enforcer. This thing, I think, is pretty rare is what I've been told. And man, this thing flies extremely overstable, similar to the yellow one, except it actually goes a lot further. So you'll get a bunch of push before it dumps out left. Very useful for when you're in the wind or if you have a water carry and you just need that little extra distance. And for the 2026 season, I'll be carrying the Combat Ranger. It is a beautiful and comfortable and affordable bag. Got 2 water pouches, we got a putter pocket on the side, and plenty of beautiful colorways. And there you have it. That's my bag for the 2026 season.